Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a recap or visiting my 2024 planners and talking about what went right, what went wrong, what was successful, what wasn't successful, what I've decided to change going into 2025, and basically just kind of talking about what I thought I was going to do in 24 and whether it actually happened. So if you'd be interested to see how things have changed from 2024 going into 2025, then go ahead and keep watching. Now, I have 5 planners in front of me for 2024. This is not including my reading journals or anything like that. This is just purely planning. And I will say things didn't work out like I originally anticipated. But going into 2024, I kind of thought that there was maybe at least one thing that might not pan out for the year, but I was optimistic that I could make it happen. So let's just go ahead and dive right in. But before I do that, actually, if you saw my last video, I want to try to have more engagement with the people who subscribe to my channel. And so I greatly appreciate those of you who did respond to the question of my last video. But in this video, my question is going to be, if you had planners for 2024, did they work out like you anticipated? Because as you can see, I have 5 planners in front of me right now. If you've watched my 2025 planner lineup, you know I have 1 planner plus a work planner, but I'm not counting that because this doesn't include my work planner either. So from 2024 going into 2025, I only have 1 planner in 2025. And look at what I have in front of me. Let me know down below. But now that we have that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So I do have Hobonichi Cousin Avec. This is my 2024 one. I did end up getting the 2025 Hobonichi Cousin Avec, and I was very successful using this in 2024. I have every single week has a spread. Every single daily journal has something written down. Granted, it might not be, but maybe 1 paragraph, but there is something written down on every page of my Hobonichi Cousin Avec from 2024. So this was 100% successful. This is also going into 2025. So this one, I knew this was going to work. This was never a planner that I was uncertain of. And I know for the next few years, unless something happens, this is going to be my planner of choice every single year. So this 100% successful, and it is carrying into 2025. Now I do have 2 common planners, and then this is the FiveYear Hobonichi planner. I don't even remember what this is called. This was my first year. This was a very unexpected purchase. In 2024, I had already made the purchases for the common planner and my Hobonichi Cousin, and then this was a very, very, very last minute decision. Now, I decided to get this because in 2024, my oldest was going into 8th grade. So this would have been 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade. So this was going to carry my oldest through her high school years. And then in 2024, my youngest was going into 1st grade. So this one for 5 years, this would take her all the way up to going into middle school. So this was like a perfect time for me to get a 5-year journal. I was uncertain how I was going to like it. And from flipping through this, I believe there's only 1 day in like June that I did not, for some reason, write anything down, and I just flipped past it. Oh, there was a couple actually. I guess it was like a week or so that I did not write anything down in the little 2024 section. I did write down the temperature, the highs and lows, but I did not write anything in the actual day for some reason. I don't know why, but every other time I have written something down. I've also included pictures just so I could try to remember. And even with the pictures, I do have like a year, so that way if I have to go back, I know what year that picture was in. But this I have completed, even if it was like one sentence or two. I have something written down, and so I have really enjoyed going back into this, and then even going into like January. This is January the 2nd. I've been able to kind of compare the temperatures between 2024 and 2025, which I am for some reason very obsessed with. And then it's also nice for me to go back into 2024 and look and see what happened a year ago that day. And it's just it allows me to have some memories as to what last year was all about and where I am in 2025. So this I am continuing. This stays on my desk along with my Hobonichi cousin, my 2025 cousin. This is always on my desk so that way I can try to write in it every single day. Now these are my common planners. We'll go ahead and work with this one first. So this was my 2024 full year compact like Hobonichi Weeks dupe. In 2023, I had a Hobonichi Weeks, and I don't believe I used it for the entire year, but I did use it a pretty decent amount. And the reason why in 2023 I got a Hobonichi Weeks is because I wanted to have something small, compact that I can take with me to the office, because I do work from home primarily, and then I do have to routinely go into the office for meetings and just different things. So I wanted to have something that I can easily carry with me with my laptop and all my other work gear. So in 2024, instead of using the Hobonichi Weeks, I decided to use a common planner. And the reason why I decided to use a common planner is it's very minimalistic with the layout. I don't even know how far I got. In April, I kind of started not doing anything with it, but I officially kind of killed it in June. What I found out is there were very few times that I actually needed my personal planner when I went into the office. So I would end up taking this to my office in my bag, and I never used it. I did not in 2025 get another one. I've just realized this is not something I need. I did end up getting, though, a common planner for my work planner in 2025. And I have that, I think, in my 2025 planner lineup video. And so far, that has worked out amazingly. But right now, a weeks style planner is not needed. I can't use this size for notes. And so this the concept I thought would work for me, but it didn't. And the last planner that I have is another common planner. This is the full year compact like pocket planner. This was another like last minute, as I was checking out for this one on the Common Planner website, this popped up and I just decided to go ahead and purchase it. I had no idea why. I decided I wanted to purchase it. And so when it came in, I decided I was going to make this a dedicated YouTube notebook. So the thought was I would be able to take this in my purse, take this in my bags, wherever I'm going, whether it's to appointments, to the office, to running errands. Basically, this would be in my bag at all times, regardless of where I'm going. And this would be if something strikes where I'm just, walking around and I'm just like, oh, that would be a really good video idea. Let me write that down. I would have this handy. I very quickly found out that it didn't make sense for me. I also, in 2024, used Notion. I made some like Notion spreads. I ended up finding out Notion was just an easier way to do what this planner was supposed to do. And with Notion, I had the app on my phone, and my phone is always with me. So if I ended up walking around someplace and an idea came up, I could easily pull out my phone, go to the Notion app, and then write down my notes right there. And it made this unnecessary. This is something I'm not continuing in 2025. I have also changed what I'm doing in my Notion. I'm no longer using Notion for my YouTube channels. Instead, I'm using Google Sheets. So this was not needed either. So I had 2 of my 5 planners, if you count the Avec as 2 planners, that did not succeed, but I'm okay with that. And the reason why I say that is while these 2 were purchases that I made that was basically money wasted, I have instead used these 2 as like a little, notes page, or just to kind of tip in something in my Hobonichi cousin or whatever, I'm needing it for. I have also used a few pages, which I don't like here. I've tried to use as like pen swatches. So if I want to try a pen with a Tombow and a pen with a mild liner, this is just kind of like my go-to for drawing, seeing how fountain pen ink looks, seeing how different pens react with different highlighters. And so that's what I have been using this for, and also this. So while this was not beneficial, I am not throwing these away. I am keeping them in my desk, and these are like what I grab for if I need to make a quick note, or if I want to try to swatch something really quickly to see what a marker, a highlighter, fountain pen, what have you, looks like on the Tomoe River paper. So while I don't like spending money that I did not need to spend, I am finding a use for this. And with that, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please make sure you do so. I would greatly appreciate it. And also, if you have not commented, make sure you also drop me a comment down below. Let me know how your 2024 planners succeeded or failed and what you're doing going into 2025. I also want to thank all of those people who have commented on my last video. I loved interacting with you, and I hope to interact with you again in the future. That's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!